Hello everyone, this is Rabbitearsblog and welcome to another movie news roundup series. So we got a bit of movie news for this week, but before we get into that, here are a few words from the channel. Alright everybody, it's time to get on the social media train. Want to chat with me in 100 words or less? Then check out my Twitter account. Want to talk about movies, TV shows, and video games within the group? Then check out my Facebook account. Want to check out some of my ultra cool fan art? Then check out my DeviantArt page. Want to get the lowdown on everything that's happening on this channel? Then check all of the above. And now, we return to our regularly scheduled program. So this week's movie news is that the new Knuckles TV series is being put into production, and an article on Variety states, the live-action Knuckles series starring Idris Elba and Paramount Plus has assembled its cast. The show was first announced in February 2022. In addition to Elba reprising the role of Knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Variety has learned that Adam Pally is set to star in the series, once again playing the role of Wade Whipple from the film franchise. The film takes place between the events of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which is slated to hit theaters December 20th, 2024. In the series, Knuckles agrees to train Wade as his protege and teach him the ways of the Echidna warrior per the official logline. Eddie Patterson, Julian Barrett, Scott Mescudi, and Ellie Taylor will recur in the series. Rory McCann will guest star, as will Tika Sumpter, reprising the role of Maddie from the films. Additional casting will be announced at a later date. Production on the series is now underway in London. John Whittington, who worked on the screenplay for Sonic the Hedgehog 2, wrote the pilot for Knuckles and serves as head writer and executive producer on the series. Brian Satcher and James Medeski are also writers. Jeff Fowler, who directed both Sonic the Hedgehog films, will direct the pilot episode and executive produce the series. Neil H. Moraz and Toby Asker of original film and Toru Nakahara, all members of the film's creative team, serve as executive producer, as does Elba. Jed Wright, Brandon Trost, Jorma Tokone, and Carol Bunker are also directing episodes. Paramount Pictures and Second America produced. Sonic the Hedgehog was released in theaters in February 2020, with the sequel debuting in April 2022. In total, the two films have earned over $724 million at the global box office. Now it's time for Thoughts for the Day, where I talk about my personal thoughts about this week's movie news. So let's get started. So what are my thoughts about this week's movie news? I'm honestly a little mixed about all this. So as you guys may have noticed, I made a video a few weeks ago about talking about what was going on with the Knuckles series and when was Paramount going to announce anything on the Knuckles series, because for a while a lot of fans thought that the Knuckles series wasn't coming since Paramount didn't announce anything about the series. But now we finally got news about the series, and here are my thoughts about it. Well, as I mentioned, I am a bit mixed about it, because even though Knuckles is going to be in this series, they suddenly mentioned that Wade is going to be in the series, and that this series is supposed to be about Knuckles teaching Wade about the ways of the warrior. And the thing about that is that they chose Wade of all characters to be in this series. Like, in terms of human characters, I would have been okay with either Maddie or Agent Stone or even Rachel or Randall, don't kill me, being one of the main characters in the series. But Wade is not really that popular within the Sonic movie franchise, so I'm really surprised that they chose Wade. And this series is supposedly about Knuckles teaching Wade the ways of the warrior. To be honest, I was actually kind of hoping that the series was just about Knuckles, and maybe this series would be exploring about Knuckles' backstory and how he became the person he is. And the fact that it's supposed to be about Knuckles teaching Wade has me a little concerned, because again, I'm not the biggest fan of Wade as a character, and I was hoping that this series was mostly going to be about Knuckles teaming up with Sonic and Tails for another adventure, and we haven't really heard anything about Sonic or Tails coming back into this series, which would be very disappointing for me, because I love the dynamics between Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles in the movies. So I would have loved to have a TV series that focused around Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, but that's just me personally. And just because the premise of this series sounds a little odd to me, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna put down this show. Like, I'll still try to check out this show whenever I can, and hopefully the show is really good. Like, all I want is a very well-written show that knows how to treat the characters right and gives us a really engaging story. Like right now, even though the synopsis for the series sounds really odd, and it's not really something that I was imagining for the series to be. I still want the series to do well, and I still want to have a really good story, and I hope that this series still focuses a lot on Knuckles as a character. Like, I'm hoping that even though Wade is supposed to be in the series, I hope he doesn't take all that attention away from Knuckles. I hope that this series is mostly about Knuckles and explain more about Knuckles' character and about his past, and I hope that this show does just that, like explains more about Knuckles' character and his past. Like, I hope they don't have Wade be really annoying throughout the series. Like, if they do something really interesting with Wade's character in the series, then that's fine with me, as long as they do something interesting with Wade, or as long as the series is very well written. I hope that the series is well written. And like, I guess the reason why I'm very mixed about this whole thing is because I feel like there's still more to the series that the synopsis is not really revealing to us. Like, the thing about synopsis is that they tend to like give you like maybe a general idea of what the series is all about, but sometimes they don't reveal everything that's going on in the series. So I'm hoping that there's a little bit more to the series than just Knuckles teaching Wade the ways of being the Echidna warrior or something like that. But yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see when the show comes out and see what it's like. But I do hope that this show does turn out to be good. I hope that I'm proven wrong in regards to my concerns about the show. Like, I hope it's not a bad series. I hope it's a really good series. And I hope that this series is able to convince me that maybe this premise is the best idea or something like that. Again, I would have liked to have more from the games pop up in the series. But again, we don't know much about what's going on with this series yet. All we know is that the show is now in production, so I guess we have to wait and see when the show actually comes out on Paramount Plus and see if the show is worth watching or not. So tell me in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this week's movie news? Are you excited for this new Knuckles TV series? Are you concerned about Wade being in the series? Do you like Wade as a character? Did you wish that maybe it was Sonic and Tails who accompanied Knuckles in the series instead of Wade? Or are you okay with all of this? Please let me know in the comments down below. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Rabbitearsblog, and I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, like this video? If you want to check out more crazy content from this channel, then please hit that big old colorful subscribe button. And if you're feeling extra generous, then please support me through Patreon so I can make more awesome content for this channel.